Women are the biggest narcissists out there, and I'm about to tell you why. This might be a 10-minute, but I just figured out I had to find a hat real quick. You get what you get, old Gilligan looking island ass. I see it. I clicked off anyway, but those who ready to ride or die with me, you know there's meat and potatoes coming and a few chuckles. Was Chuckles the chimp that ripped the face off? Was Chuckles Michael Jackson? Bubbles? Who the hell was Chuckles? Was Chuckles a clown? What's good, y'all? I'm Lonnie Appleton. I am a healthy family advocate. If that is your type of content, please consider following, commenting, sharing, and reposting videos on your page to help grow the community. It is completely okay to be at the lunch table talking about, girl, did you hear that latest Lonnie Appleton? Perfectly fine with me to do that. Thank you in advance. All right, y'all. Did I even give you my hook? Man, did I this video off. Women are the biggest narcissists out there. First of all, I asked Siri to define narcissist for me so that I have a clear idea of what narcissism is. And no, I cannot spout the definition for you now. I'll put it on the screen, and I know enough to say the I'm about to say. One who has a preoccupation with themselves and their needs at the expense of others. Okay. Women, I want you to just listen. If you digest this may solve some problems. Preoccupied with the satisfaction, I'm freestyling now, with oneself off the backs of others. Is that not what we do? We don't take accountability for We will flip something and manipulate it and wrap it around and twist it. Y'all don't believe it? Watch one of my videos. Y'all will watch how I will start from one point and end up at a completely different point, but in the last 5 seconds tie it all together. That is an art that women possess. My little girls can't talk for When I was a kid, I couldn't talk for When my kids come home and they talking about so-and-so is messing with me. And I was like, who said what? You tell them yo mama. Period, point blank. Go for they mama off top, ends the argument. But I wasn't that kid. I was the kid that came home and complained to my dad. And my dad was like, I don't send you to school to make friends. Is it true? Is it true? Well, then you shouldn't let it bother you. Why does my dad sound like Yogi Bear? For you. That one used to eat me up. I don't send you to school to make friends. Well, nigga, where the fuck am I supposed to make friends? I ain't got no friends in this house. You don't send me to school to make friends. Where the fuck am I supposed to find some sort of human companionship relation? Message. If your child is saying they don't have any friends, you need to be their friend. Friendship isn't just topical BS. Let's go play a game of chess. Though that's a relatable moment. I'm not taking away from that. I love these moments. But I thought giving my kids these moments was giving them enough, and I still found that my children were struggling. And it's because I wasn't having those conversations with them to ask them. First of all, I'm a terrible listener, and that was brought to my attention over the past 2 days. Today, Bailey was a mirror to myself, because what happened was, yes, I'm getting off track, but this is important. Everything I did, everything I said, she corrected me. And she's like, I'm just saying. And I was just like, it was pissing me off. I was like, I can't breathe without you telling me I overtook my share of oxygen. Other people needed oxygen and I overbroke. Like, she was on me and it was pissing me off. And then it was in the end where I bent over and the Capri Sun I was holding, because I had everything in my hands, but I bent over to pick something up and some Capri Sun spilled out, which was a complete accident. And she went to comment on the fact that I spilled some Capri Sun, that I was like, stop. I was like, this is getting annoying. You're correcting everything I'm doing. Stop. And then I checked myself in that split second. So this was a growth opportunity. I was like, she's a mirror right now, because that's exactly what you do. And I was like, damn, is this me? I'm annoying as I'm done. I'm not correcting. And of course, then I swing to the like, I checked myself and still got an attitude. Isn't that weird? Message. I checked myself about something I was doing wrong. And I still got an attitude that everybody around me is going to feel. Ooh, that was powerful if we received that one. I recognized I was doing something wrong. And so instead of celebrating that, I stopped to myself and realized, like, damn, instead of yelling at my kid for causing me an issue, apply your learning, apply your teaching. Every you run up into, every bump you run up into is a learning opportunity. So if you're running into this bump with your daughter, instead of yelling at her and telling her to stop, and now you feel justified because you stopped the discomfort, go into the discomfort and learn something. And you did that. And you realize your daughter was being a mirror for you right now. But instead of enjoying and celebrating your growth, now you have taken an attitude because you can't correct everybody the way you want to correct them. Control. Ooh, I asked universe to teach me about control. I'm about to pop off of feminine energy. Watch, I'm predicting. I'm about to pop off of feminine energy, and I'm about to jump on control because I asked universe to teach me about control. And I'm predicting because I'm starting to pay attention to my intuition. I swear 2 things happened and I saw them before they happened. Now I don't know if this is really possible, so I've written it off, but I'm also paying attention. So women in this manipulation are narcissists. We're the narcissists here. And we know we're narcissists because we raise these narcissistic ass men. All these narcissistic ass men you like to call out, they were raised by a woman. 99% of them, even if you are in a 2-parent household, mama's doing the raising. So if he is a deep-rooted narcissist, he learned that deep-rooted narcissism from somewhere. He learned it from his daddy. I already know y'all out there. Women, if we recognize our narcissistic behaviors, how we literally choose these men, think about it. You ain't ever dated a man you didn't want to, which means even though those terrible relationships you were in, you chose those relationships. And instead of owning the fact that you chose those relationships, you have chosen to focus on everything bad about this dude. This relationship was terrible because this guy was terrible. Yo, me too. I'm just downloading this shit. I ain't pointing nobody out. Me too. What the kids say, when you point one finger at me, you're pointing 4 back at you. So me too. But we point out all these negative things about this man. And we're all overlooking the fact that we chose this man. And if we focused on instead the fact that we were a vibrational match and we chose this individual who then sent us through what we allowed, because we allowed what they sent us through to happen. Like, there's extremes to everything. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about normal case. But we went back to allow him to cheat on us. Then we go and tell the story. This nigga was a cheater. How was he able to cheat on you if you didn't allow him to cheat on you? Let's call a thing a thing. I won't fully admit this, but what I will say is this guy used to come over to my house and I knew he had been with other women. And I still allowed him to be with me. Yes, I allowed it. But then when I retell the story, I'm talking about how this nigga was always with all these other men and would lie about it. Why was he allowed to lie about it? Who believed the lie? Who didn't believe even better, who didn't believe the lie but still allowed it? Boom. But still trying to paint the picture like we're the victims. Let's go, ladies. Especially knowing who we are. We are queens. We are the most powerful beings walking this earth. Yeah, we out here acting like some peasants. My husband's home, so I gotta get off this yacht, but you need to know who you are. And you've been out here manipulating this system so you appear to be a victim, but you are not a victim. You are a victim. So you flip the shit and you make it work for you. And you chose that nigga. Choose better in the future. I gotta go. This is why men say they can never win an argument with a woman. Because we flip that shit like some work. Women, we need to accept that we chose any of the circumstances that we're in, because knowing the power of women, soon as they know better, soon as they know, they go. Period. You know, so if you're in circumstances that you don't like, if you like them and other people don't like them, it's not their life. But if you're in circumstances that you don't like, so it's time for you to go. Because you will never be at peace until you do. You already know that. Just look back at your history. I don't need to know you to know that. You know that because I know us. But we flip everything to make us right. And you know that we do. And then when we finally have to admit that we're wrong, it hurts. It physically hurts. And I know that that's human nature, but I'm talking to us women. Go look up the definition of narcissist and think about yourself. And you can't tell me that women are the biggest narcissists out there. All the while looking out for everyone else. And that's the difference.